Good morning, people. Happy another spooky day. You probably see this the day after I made the other video with this stick that I have right here, our little friend that we are also going to use today. So it is going to just be here. Yes, I am excited about today because this is something that I practice a lot whenever I remember it, but it's something I actually do want to remember more because, well, one thing is that it's important to cleanse and recharge our items, no matter if it's jewelry. I might pronounce that wrong by the way, because that's a tongue twister for me. But no matter what it is, if it's earrings, if it's rings, if it's crystals, or if it's whatever, you can even, where is it, charge and put intention into your mask. Put the intention in for your mask to protect you. That's actually something I'm going to do with this one. Yeah, you can do it with your pendulums, you can do it with your little spirit guide totems. This is my Everon, my spirit guide Everon. He's also going to live in the background. Yes, my pendulum. I can put it here because I have actually already been filming a little bit that I'm going to put in between while I speak. Yes. Do you guys like the setup? Again, I'm really trying around after I got the new lens. It's fun to play around with angles, so that is what I'm doing today. I have yet another thing that you guys are going to see here with dirt, but we will get to that. You guys are going to see more. But as I said, today is just going to be all about how I charge or recharge or cleanse my items, put intentions into my items, because it's fun. With all my videos I might, you know, jump around because this is just cozy time. That is what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be like dong dong dong. We don't do, you know, orderly things on this channel. But basically we are going to give our items a little shebang, a little boost. Actually, the thing that I made yesterday, I put the intention out for it to help me manifest. And you know what it does if you have seen yesterday's video. Actually, the first ever spooky video that we did on this channel for Halloween was also kind of putting intention into something, right? I actually have something, I have a new crystal, because the one that you guys saw was the malachite. Now I have a sesolite, I believe it's called. I actually have a video about me explaining the magic of that crystal, so I'm going to link it up here. So I changed it out, like I also mentioned in the video, from time to time. But you can use so many different things when it comes to putting energy or putting intention into items. You can use tarot cards, you can use charms, you can use colors, you can use your own energy, you can there's just so many things. I'm trying to get through them all today and trying as good as I can to explain it as good as I can. With my Libra brain, you guys know I can be focused on one thing and then I can be focused on another thing. So if there's any questions, put them in a comment. I also like to visualize when I put intention into my items. For example, if I would put intention into the mask, I would visualize that every time I put it on, I have this protective shield around me. Yes. And I feel some of you guys might ask the question, how many times do I have to put intention into an item? Like, does it fade? You can feel if the intention you put on an item is fading. If you feel like it's dull or it's not, you know, it's not doing its full effect. Again, it's connected with you, so you can feel it. So don't be worried about that. Then you just do it over. One thing that I like to do when I cleanse my items is obviously using salt. It is the best. Putting sea salt in a bowl and then putting the item on it Obviously washing it does the trick as well, but if we talk about energy wise, salt, sea salt, specifically sea salt, is the best cleanser ever. And as you guys are going to see in this video, it's also what I use a lot. There is another video coming up with how to make black salt and different ways to use black salt, because that black salt just has so many abilities than just cleansing. If you use your necklaces or your rings or your crystals, you can obviously put them on the cold water. And always remember, if you use the cold water, there is some crystals that you can put on the cold water or when it rains. And I made a list with the crystals because I couldn't even remember it. And I think it's good that I look at this list from now and then, because there's one crystal that I know that I have had outside, but it also did a weird fading thing, so maybe that explains it. But this is just a selection of crystals, so please do your research before you use water in combination with your crystals. But crystals that you shouldn't use with water underwater is fluoride, selenite, lepidolite, azurite, apatite, malachite, celestite, pyrite, and hematite. That's a no-go. But obviously, with all crystals and your items, you can use Palo Santo, you can use white sage. I love to use Palo Santo just because that white sage does have a tendency to remove everything. And sometimes there is some good energy in the crystals that we still want to keep, that we actually put in previously. So it's just about cleansing or taking out the old muddy energy. So Palo Santo would be a better option, but obviously you can use white sage if that's what you have. You can obviously bless your items. You can place your items on a plate like I have done. You don't have to use a plate, you can use whatever item you have. I like to put herbs, rose petals, together with the salt, bay leaves. I'm trying to remember what I actually put in. I have my intention candle. Again, candles in the combination with the intention is perfect. You can basically use all the elements that you like. So you can use dirt, you can use leaves, you can use fabric. Again, there is no limits to what it is you can use. And I have spoken a lot about this in my sympathetic magic video that I'm going to link up here, because all colors or items does have a significant meaning when it comes to magic. And what we do today is also a part of doing magic, obviously. Putting intentions into your items and cleansing them, it's a part of sympathetic magic. You can even take your coffee cup and you can put the intention out that it's always going to bring you delicious coffee. It's always going to bring you ideas when you drink from this cup. There's no limits to what it is that you can do. I can, for example, take my camera and put the intention out to always shoot perfect, beautiful, magical ideas. And every time I look at the camera, touch the camera, I will have even more ideas for what to do. So yeah, or tarot cards. If you're someone who's doing tarot readings, put the intention out for the cards to always deliver messages that resonate with people. Again, there's no limits. No limits. And with the cards, you can obviously also place your deck on sea salt and then sprinkle a little sea salt on it. You can do it with books, you can do it with obviously a phone. I have a friend who does that a lot, that she now and then puts her phone on top of salt and then sprinkles a little bit of salt on it to remove the waves, the bad waves. I mean, I haven't tried it, but maybe I should. You can use the moonlight, you can use sunlight, but again, be careful with whatever item you use. Because obviously there's some items that doesn't go well with sunlight and some items that does. You can also use weather. You can collect moon water, rain water. You can collect, like I said, leaves. You can use the wind. So I do that sometimes with myself. I put myself out in the wind and I let the wind cleanse everything away. Or I take like a piece of crystal, and when it's very windy, I just hold the crystal up and I let the wind scoop out everything that's not good. I mean, you can go very much into symbols and be like, okay, what does the wind stand for? Well, it moves us forward, right? So you can ask the wind to put the intention out to an item that you hold in your hand, to make it move you forward, remove obstacles. Obstacles. Well, I guess that's right. Again, there's no limits. Your fantasy is your best friend when it comes to this. And obviously, believe in the intention that you put out. If you have done these rituals, don't 5 minutes after be like, well, maybe it's just hocus pocus. Because no, it's real. Charge up and put your intention into everything. The same with a pen. Put the intention into the pen to always write magical stories, or write big checks, or sign contracts. Again, no limits for what it is. Sign autographs, whatever it is that you want, whatever a pen does. Sign a contract on your new house. Oh, I'm dreaming. No, I'm manifesting. You can use paintbrushes and put the intention into the paintbrushes that they always create perfectly, or perfect art. Again, it's all about speaking it out there. Perfect lines, perfect art. New ideas all the time. Sleep with the paintbrush under your pillow. Whatever. You can even use your phone. You can put the intention into your phone that you always receive good news, and always receive magical offers or messages, love messages on your phone. Put the intention out. I mean, again, you are the tool. Yes, we use earth and fire and salt, but that's also natural, and you are a part of that shebang. Another thing that I like to do is to write letters with the intention. You can use it together with the little plate that I made, where I write, I give you the purpose to protect me, or I give you the purpose to manifest love or money. And you place it together with that little plate or ball or whatever it is that you use. You don't have to do the plate. You can also just, write your intention like I just said, and like put your crystals or necklace or whatever it is on top of it. You just have to let it be there, for one day or throughout the night, and then the next morning you can take your rings or your crystals or whatever it is, and you can use it again. And we use salt because that the salt cleanses, the herbs gives it this magic, the intention, it gives it the magic. And you can use whatever herbs that you want. I used, is it theme? I will write it because I don't know how you pronounce it in American. And I used some dried rose petals that I have. And I burned a bay leaf, because bay leaves are luck, money, prosperity, abundance. And obviously the letter, if you use that, it's a part of the intention as well. The salt that you use, I would say you can use it, 5 times is maybe a stretch. You can leave it for a month, but don't throw it out. Just put it in a jar, is that what you call that? Like, make your own little salt thing, because that if you put more salt in it and you leave it out in the moonlight, you put the magic in it again. And I am going to make a video about black salt, so where you also can use the leftovers from the salt. And as I said, you can use candles. You can just, again, make it cozy. There's no limit to what you can do. And for the dirt, I mean, you can just throw it out again. You can keep it if you want, obviously, but you don't have to. Give it back to Mother Nature. And obviously with the jewelry, with the earrings and stuff like that, just, you know, wash it off a little bit. Because obviously if you use dirt, it might be dirty. Especially if it's been raining. And it has been raining here. But the dirt obviously makes the crystal grounded. It makes it strong because dirt is a very strong element. It gives it power. There's a lot of power in Mother Nature. In dirt. But I actually think that this is going to be it. No, it's not. Because I wanted to mention with this one. So obviously with this, you can place this on your plate together with the other things. Just leave it there. If you want, you can even make more runes. For me, this rune is just enough because this is my manifestation stick. You can even sit just meditating with it and visualize and ask it to give you visions or directions for what you need to do. It is that easy and it's magic. It is fun to do these rituals, especially with putting intention into things or charging things or clearing things. It is fun. Make it fun. Whatever magic you do, make it fun. And I think, people, this is going to be it for this. I will see you guys tomorrow with more magic. Remember to like and subscribe and become a part of this magical family. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.